Okay, we're going to play some games now. Cool. On the play. Very good. Happy with this. Gonna start by fetching a swamp, I think, with the Evolving Wilds. Don't have a 2-drop, so if I need to use a Fire Impulse on turn 2, I can do that. I'm just going to do this now so I can have 6. And leave up Impulse. Nothing else to do, really. That would have... You're a little late, but, you know, it's cool. I'm going to play a Sergeant while it's more likely that he can get in. Is he missing land drops? Ooh, he's missing land drops. Very nice. So I'm just muting the... I've got my earphones in, and the Magic Online sounds are incredibly annoying. So we're going to start by attacking. And playing a Bogger Brute. And leaving up Fire Impulse for hopefully whatever his 3-drop is. If the 3-drop doesn't... If it doesn't kill the 3-drop, there's a very good chance that Eye Blight plus Fire Impulse does, or you could just play nothing and we could just run over him. I like this plan. Send to sleep? Good. I'm just going to go for a Dragon Fodder here. I am actually not going to play the Eye Blight Assassin, because as I said, I can probably use it in combination with Fire Impulse to kill something, and it doesn't actually change my clock currently. I can only... That would do 10 points of damage next turn, this does 8. Magic's pretty easy when your opponent doesn't cast any spells, I've found. What's he discarding? Deep Sea Terror. Okay. Game. Aspiring Aeronaut. And concede. Interesting that he showed me that. I mean, if I had more, you know, small creature removal, I'd probably bring it in now. But I don't. So, we saw 2 spells out of him. The 6/6 that can only attack if... What the hell is that card's text? Deep Sea Terror? I'm looking it up now on my phone. I've entirely forgotten what that card's condition is for when it can attack. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember the name of the card even. Deep Sea something. But it's a 6/6. You can't attack unless... You control a certain number of lands? There's a certain number of cards in the graveyard? Something like that. I don't remember. I haven't played a ton of this format. Not because I don't like it, just I haven't been playing a lot of drafts recently. Maybe sideboarding, I don't know, actual playable cards into his deck? No, I mean it's variants, that the kind of thing happens. I think there's nothing wrong with that 6/6. This is a... We're on the draw. Still a mulligan. Can't keep a 1-lander. Can keep this particular 2-lander though. I like the curve of majoring Bully into Dragon Fodder. That's quite nice attack with a 3/3 on turn 3, having 2 fire impulse. So he's black-blue, okay. So possibly some sort of black-blue control deck. Okay. Do I want to fiery impulse that on my end step? Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, perfect. We're going to just fire off the Dragon Fodder and leave up Lightning Bolt, because now we have Spell Mastery. Lightning Bolt's a good card, I've been told. And now the plan is just kill whatever he plays and beat him down with Majoring Bully and some goblins. Turn Centaur does not get Fire Impulsed, but does get Reeve Souled. Is he? Oh, there it is, Deep. I wondered why. I thought it was Deep Sea Terror, but when I was looking it up on my little app, 7 or more cards in your graveyard, yeah. When I was looking it up on my little app, I forgot the hyphen. So he's doing the black-blue South-Mill control thing. We're going to ignore all that and bash him for 5. Boom. And still have Lightning Bolt up. And if we draw another land... Ooh, that's bad. That's bad news. That is bad news. I'm going to go for the Husk. I'm going to do it pre-combat, just kind of to hook him. Have to attack with the Majoring Bully. And he knows I have to attack with it, so I might be leaving something up, I might not. And he's got no real way of knowing because I can't bluff. Oh, if he's got nothing else, this is going to end really badly for him. Oh. I feel kind of bad. I don't really. That felt good. I feel like that was why I played the Nantuko Husk pre-combat, because A, like, it's easier to bluff with a Majoring Bully because you have to attack anyway. So tapping out pre-combat made him think probably made him think I didn't have anything, or made it more likely that I didn't have anything in his mind. We're just going to go with everything here. I could technically get more damage in by sacrificing the goblins. That would be 8 damage as opposed to 6, but it doesn't actually change the clock, so I'm not going to. What are we afraid of here? Does he have Spell Mastery? Instants or sorceries, isn't it? 1, 2... He's got no instants or sorceries in his graveyard. Because, pro tip, if he had Spell Mastery, I could sacrifice the Nantuko Husk to itself and stop him gaining 2 life. But there's no point, as he doesn't have Spell Mastery. See, this is what happens when we've got no Dennis. Slightly less fun, slightly more educational. That was what I was afraid of. That was my reasoning for almost not playing the Sergeant. But then I just went and did it anyway. Okay, we have Unholy Hunger, so we can kill a Deep Sea Terror or whatever else he might have as his big bomb. He could have that Alhameret. It's not so great against that. We need to draw something pretty soon. Return Center is okay. Attacks through both of those. He's a self-mill deck, so we're actually going to target ourselves. It's not that we have any interaction with our graveyard, but he seems to want cards in his graveyard. Things like Deep Sea Terror. I mean, he's already got 7 online. He does currently have Spell Mastery as well. I guess it's just if he has more Possessed Scabs, I don't want to be giving them fuel. Okay. This is interesting. Unless this is Alhamret while I'm kind of tapped out, I don't really understand that attack. Because it doesn't seem like he wants to race here. I'm just going to hold that land, it doesn't really do anything in play. Yeah, I don't see why he'd make that attack, to be honest. I guess he's not blocking with them unless he's chumping, and I guess he's not at that stage yet, and I suppose if you're not blocking you should be attacking. I guess that makes sense. Oh, do I have to Unholy Hunger that thing? I don't want to Unholy Hunger that thing. It does just shut down my return center. I really don't want to Unholy Hunger that thing. What are the benefits of Unholy Hungering? It lets him keep attacking, takes him to 4, means he probably has to stop attacking with his guys. Downside is, if you play something big, and I'm assuming in a deck like this there are big finishers, I don't have Unholy Hunger anymore. I'm actually not going to use it. I'm just going to pass. We're on the slow bleed, getting pecked to death. At a certain point I'm just going to have to do it. But I don't think we're there yet. Are we? Maybe we are. I hate it so much. I don't want to do this. Like, using my 5 mana kill spell on a 2 mana 1/3. What else could I draw that would change this? Prickle Boar would obviously be excellent. I've got more return centers. A lot of my guys actually get stopped by that thing. We are just going to do this, I believe. And given that, I probably should have done it last turn. Wait, why did I let it go to block? Okay. That was just a lack of my understanding on my part of how Magic Online runs. I just messed up the actual pushing of the buttons. What I meant to do there was obviously kill it before blockers, but I didn't do that. So, possible results, he might attack with the Maritime card, try and speed up the clock, do 3 damage instead of 2. Interesting. So he's upgrading his... It's interesting because that says non-zombie, so he can't kill my return centaur with it. And he's getting back his Possessed Scab. And the Possessed Scab, I would imagine, is going to pick up Graveblade Marauder. Possibly the Crew Revival, or the Unholy Hunger, so we can get rid of the Return Centaur, and would then have Spell Mastery. He has 9 mana in play, maybe he'll go for something that he can cast this turn. I've let this game get away from me a bit through probably just poor play. 1 misclick, which I guess wasn't the end of the world, all things considered. But I think I have played the game slightly suboptimally. I think playing the Akroan Sergeant the turn he Eyeblight Massacred was a big mistake, because that was one of the only cards I lost to in that situation. I kind of just did it on autopilot. I'd considered the Eyeblight, what's it called? Eyeblight Massacre. Considered it as a possibility, was going to say it, got distracted, and then just played the Sergeant, so. It's good to learn from these kind of situations. Abilite Massacre is an uncommon? Uncommon, so it's not like not playing around Languish in that situation. I don't think I would have been altogether incorrect, depending on the circumstances, obviously, but what's he picking up? Crew Revival Possess Scab. I mean, if I'd had a non-zombie to kill, I would have just lost the game on the spot. Like, that's so much value. He's picking up the Whirler Rogue. That's really bad for me. Like, I dealt with the Whirler Rogue the last time because he screwed up, but that card is a problem. And now, all of a sudden, what's that, 7-9 damage? I'm very close to dead. We have flooded a bit. In fairness, we have drawn a few lands the last few turns, but I think we are losing this game. I'm going to attack here and hope he once again fails to play around removal. Maybe goes for some weird double block. But overall, I think his correct line is probably just to take this. Or possibly chump with a Thopter if he's really afraid of dying. I could have, if he's going to do this, he should, yeah, throw the extra Thopter on. So there's no actual way to save my Centaur. So we're going to trade for the Scab and just leave up Unholy Hunger. In case we need to use it. Blocking there does play around Chandra's Fury, which deals 4 to a player. Fiery Conclusion can't hit players. Is there any other burn to the face in this kind of format? I'm trying to think. Does Lightning Javelin hit players? I think it does. But that does 3, so I don't think that's exactly what he was thinking of. Chandra's Fury would be very good here. Get the kill. Is it Outrage Fury? The one that deals 4 to a player. 5-man instant, 4 to a player, 1 to everything they control. I like his... I'm confused as to why he's leaving those guys behind. I'm actually going to take this damage. I might use the Unholy Hunger on end step, but again, I don't really want to use it on a 2-2. If I can get something better with it, I will try and do that. Yeah, that'll do. Could you imagine if I just fired that off on the Whirler Rogue? Feldimp is... The problem is you can just Whirler Rogue through it. Like pretty much any blocker I put down. Any single blocker. Like he's got enough... He hasn't got enough Thopters to deal with 2 blockers, obviously. But he can just tap 2 of them. Feldimp can't block. Bash me for 4, and that evens up the life totals. Yeah, I don't like this spot, to be honest. And I think I did allow this game to get away from me with... I think if I'd had the Acroan Sergeant after the Eyeblight, like if I'd just held that card, I think this game would have ended several turns ago. There we go. Which means there's nothing I can really do this turn. Interesting. I'm not attacking with the Feldimp. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to. Majoring Bully doesn't work in this game. Just when you have a lot of cheap spells, cards is actually quite good. And when your opponent screws up their blocks. So it's just a very grindy value black-blue deck with, I guess, Kothafed as a finisher. This ability's a must, isn't it? It's not a May effect. What's he targeting? Oh, I forgot what that ability did. Yeah, no, sorry. For some reason, when I was under the impression it said target creature can't block, it's target creature can't be blocked. Right. Well, his previous plays make a bit more sense now. I need to start reading these cards, to be honest. We had a big one when we were playing Standard. Several people pointed this out in the comments. We entirely misread what, or misremembered, I didn't even read the card at the time, what Satyr Fire Dancer does. Are we just dead? Are we dead in the air? No. Okay. I want to send the husk. I'm just trying to figure out what my outs are. And I think it's something along the lines of him getting greedy and me drawing Act of Treason. Or... no, it's in the bin. If he went with everything, Gearcrafter was lethal. Dragon Fodder is also in the bin. So no way of making two creatures at once. Even if we did, we're not getting through that Jessian Thief. And we're definitely not doing it with the mountain. Okay. On to game 3. That was a good game. Flooded out a bit, like got a lot of early pressure, played into a removal spell, a mass removal spell, a little too much, got punished for it, and then kind of failed to pull it back. Just flooded out a little at that point. We're just going to run this back. I was looking at Weight of the Underworld and Return Centaurs, Night Snares. Night Snare would literally just be for Kothafed, but no, I think that's being a bit silly. We're just going to go straight back in and just not screw up this time. I am playing an 8-4, so this could be a very short set of videos. It could just be 2 if I lose this one. Denis was concerned when he went away that I'd just turn the channel into all Hearthstone and Modern. Just do away with the limited portion. I would never do that. Wimble Slam's draft channel, except when we play Standard and Commander and some other stuff. You can't Windmill Slam Hearthstone cards. Physically impossible. Try it sometime. You'll break your laptop. Or your phone. I guess you could do it with your phone. Again, you'd probably break your phone though. It's always worrying when they like take the full time for sideboarding. It makes me think they've got like some serious tech against me, you know? The magical hack. I think we can beat him. I think our deck has fast draws and his deck seems to have trouble handling fast draws. We just need to remember about the Blight Massacre and not play into it like an idiot. And would we like to play first? Absolutely. Perfect. Not so great if he kills the Matron Bully, but this is a pretty reasonable hand. Couldn't really ask for much better. Or I could, but I'd be being picky. I like the Read the Bones into attack with Major, or Bully into Read the Bones. That's pretty nice. We don't get to like hook him if he plays like a Maritime Guard or something like that. He's going to know about it. But for example, we get to attack through this thing without caring about it whatsoever. And Read the Bones is quite a nice effect to have. Now we could, in this spot, play a second Bully, Impulse, attack for 3. And then the following turn, Read the Bones has us attacking for 6, which is pretty serious. That's interesting. I'm not actually sure which of those I prefer. I think I just like getting aggressive, to be honest. Yeah, just kind of put the beats down. Oh, whoops. Which of them do I want to get +1/+1 first? Outstanding draws off the Read the Bones include the second Fire Impulse. Probably just kill whatever he plays with Lightning Bolt and attack for 6 again. We don't have any single black spells, so that would be nice. Attack for 8. We don't have any single black spells. Although now we've got a Swamp Element in our hand, I'm actually just going to do this first. Put the abilities on the Star Cushion. So we scry 2. We do want Prickle Boar, we don't want another land. And draw 2 cards. It's good at times any to use an Evolving Wilds. Just gonna grab a Swamp. So what's the ideal scenario here? He holds back the Jessian Thief and we get to get him with Unholy Hunger? No, that seems unlikely. I don't like him getting cards, obviously, but I think that was just the play we had to make there. My theory here is if he plays anything that can eat Mage Ring bullies, like in a Return Centaur or something like that, I will Unholy Hunger it and go for 6. If he plays something that can trade for them or chump them, I will just play Prickle Boar and block the Jessian Thief. If he doesn't play anything, I'll play the Prickle Boar, obviously. If he sits there for 12 minutes, I'll probably pause the video, to be honest. This is a difficult spot. Like, Mage Ring bullies are scary. Oh, Whirler Rogue. Of course it's Whirler Rogue. Okay. That could come in handy at some point, but I don't believe it's this turn. What would it be? It'd be Active Treason, Whirler Rogue, attack for 8, goes jump jump. No, I don't like that at all. I'm going to see if we can blow him out again. So what we're going to do is we're going to play our land, we're going to attack with both bullies. And I think in most possible combinations of how he blocks here, we Unholy Hunger the Jessian Thief. The only notable exception would be everything on one bully. So the question is, do we want to leave him? So we're going to be casting Unholy Hunger here. We're going to be casting Unholy Hunger. The question is, are we casting it on the Whirler Rogue, keeping both of our bullies alive but leaving him with a thief? Or are we casting it on the thief, leaving him with a Thopter and losing a bully? I believe, because we're going to be taking to 8 here, I believe what we're doing is targeting the Rogue. My thinking being, his play next turn is probably attack with Jessian Thief, however you pronounce that, and play a creature, and then we kill him with Active Treason. So I am going to go for this particular play. Just this gives us the greatest chance of just actually killing him next turn. And even though I'd rather he had a Thopter than Jessian Thief, I like just killing him next turn. Now awkwardly, if he doesn't play another creature, Active Treason the Jessian Thief doesn't kill him, it takes him to 1. So what I'm hoping for here is he attacks, plays some big stupid 5-drop, even just a Return Centaur, anything with 2 power, and we win. Okay. Step 1. He's doing well. I mean, alternatively, we can just play Prickle Boar. It's not the end of the world. He's gotten some good advantage out of that Jessian Thief, but okay. So if he plays a second blocker, we don't win off the on the spot. Like, okay. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. So we're moving on to the slightly slower game plan. Still have outs to just kill him out of nowhere. If he... What's our out to kill him out of nowhere? Him not playing anything, actually. Attacking with the Jessie Thief and not playing anything does work. Because then we can active treason the Guardians and hit him for lethal. Him playing a flyer sometimes gets it done. Him playing Kothafet, I believe, worked. No, it would take him to 1 at that point. Ugh! Gross. Gross. So we went for a line that allowed him to get a lot of value out of his Jessie Thief and kind of got punished for it. You know, sometimes you make the plays. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. We can at some point active treason our prickle boar if that becomes the correct play. I don't think that's often the correct play. I actually don't hate our spot here at all. I'm going to snap the Fetid Imp onto the Jessie Thief if he offers me that. Okay. I believe this turn involves us losing our Mage Ring Bully. If we active treason the Jessie Thief, for example, and send with everything, what blocks does he make? He puts the 06 on the 3/3. It just takes 4. Okay, so that's not very, very good. If we just attack with the Mage Ring Bully, we're going to see block. So that's... he's going to double block like this, I would imagine. And we're just going to lose our Mage Ring Bully for no value. If we go with the Boggart Brute as well, then at least if he double blocks the Mage Ring Bully, we're getting in for 3. I won't hit that. You could make the same blocks on the Boggart Brute and put the 06 on the Mage Ring Bully, but then we trade for the Jessie Thief. That's totally fine. Okay. That's pretty bad for us. Yeah, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, I can see this being the end of our run, guys, unfortunately. What needs to happen for us to win this game? Several things. Several things need to happen for us to win this game. Yeah. That was not one of them, by the way. The things that needed to happen for us to win this game, that was not one of them. Okay. So I don't see this working out, to be honest. Which is unfortunate. Got off to a good start. Made decisions. I think at the time, to be honest, I didn't play around Guardians of Meletis. I think most other cards on the turn you played Guardians of Meletis we could have beat. Most of the cards. We kind of went all in on a plan. And it was a good plan. He just lost to a Guardians of Meletis. Please, if you have comments or suggestions, alternative lines, you're a little late. Do put them in the comments. If he has a spell, what spell could he have? I don't know. Yeah, because like I think in that moment I think I made the correct decision, but if you have different lines, do tell me. It's interesting. I mean, he had a spell. It's kind of funny, all he had to do is trigger prowess, and there he goes, countering my removal spell. I'm glad I did that on my turn, though. It's one less point of damage. Husk is still a good draw, I think. He's just gotten so much advantage. He's hit me what 6 times with that thief. It's possible pointing that fire impulse at the Screeching Scab on turn 3 was incorrect. That we were getting a bit aggressive there. That we should have just gone for the Read the One's plan. I think this game is pretty much over, unfortunately. Gets back a kill spell. Gets back a negate. I guess he doesn't necessarily need a kill spell. He's got the game kind of on lock. Although picking up what? Yeah, I guess there's not a lot you can take over the negate there. I guess maybe Way to the Underworld, or something along those lines. I'm gonna go for the Jesse Thief here. I know I'm taking... Like, everything has 1 power, so I might as well hit the thing that A, could have more power, and B, is drawing in cards. Did I not... Did I do that wrong again? I did. I did do that wrong again. I didn't give a death touch. Because, again, I'm always unsure of when to yield and when not to on this client. No, I'm actually just dead here. But... Yeah, no, we're just dead. I might throw up a couple of the videos. I might do something, I don't know. If there's something up there, go watch it. If not, you know, don't. But I don't like leaving with just one round. You know, it seems a little disingenuous. But anyway, I hope that was at least a little enlightening, maybe a what not to do for Magic Origins draft, and next time I see you, I believe I'll have Dennis with me. So, chat to you next time.